Hi teachers, in this video we are going to take a look at creating a challenge within ExactPath. In order to do that, you're first in the black bar going to want to click on My Classes, and then in the white bar, click on Challenges. Once you've selected challenges, you'll be able to see any past challenges you've had and all of your active challenges. We're going to go ahead and create a new challenge. If you're looking to get some of the best success with your students on this challenge, you want to build excitement for this, build excitement for ExactPath, and get students involved in planning this challenge. This may include coming up with a really cool name for the challenge. Maybe we're going to have some type of popcorn challenge in which we're going to celebrate with a popcorn party. I'm going to choose the dates for the challenge to run. And if you're starting out doing a challenge for the first time, you're going to be most successful if your challenge is a small range of time. Maybe start with your first challenge just being a week. And that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to set it for this week, and I'm going to only choose one subject at first. However, depending on how you have things with students, you may want to check math and reading if you're doing a challenge like time on task and you want to include both subjects, or maybe you just need to focus on one subject at a time. I'm going to focus on just reading this time around. And when I'm doing my first challenge, I want to think about where I'm at with my students in ExactPath. Maybe we're really just working on spending time on our learning path. And so that challenge should be the time spent on learning path activities. This can be great if you have some learners who are moving more slowly through their tasks, and then you have learners who are moving very quickly through tasks and being successful. This kind of levels the playing field for all of those learners. However, if you really delved into ExactPath and you're looking to kind of push your students to the next level, you may want to talk about number of trophies earned. I don't suggest using that challenge unless you've had that conversation with your students and you're really building towards that. So I'm going to start with time spent on learning path activities. I'm just going the week, and because I'm only doing one subject, I'm going to start with just the baseline of what I'm already expecting my students to do. I'm looking for my students to spend 40 minutes per week engaged in their learning path, but I'm going to give a little grace because it's our very first challenge, and I'm only going to do 30 minutes. That way, if some students are maybe a little bit slower to get started this week, they still have the opportunity to earn that challenge reward. The next part is where you're going to describe the reward. So when students go through ExactPath and they meet the challenge, they do get awarded a badge within their portal, and there will also be a certificate you can print off for them that they can take home or you can display somewhere. The rest of the challenge is really up to you. So, this is where I think you'll get a lot of buy in if you do some work on creating this with your class. You may want to just have a brief description. Maybe we're having a popcorn party. I'm going to then look through all the different badges available to me, and guess what? There's even a popcorn badge available. And then I can see all of my students. If you find you need to do a little bit of differentiation with the challenges where maybe one of your groups of students isn't quite doing that same amount of time because they're at a little bit of a different place and you want to build some success at first, you can create separate challenges, and notice you can remove students from the challenge if you need to. Once we've done that, I'm going to select Save Changes. And because my challenge starts March 7th, I see it here on my active board. Now, let's take a look on the student side of things. So if a student logs into their account and you've been issued a challenge, first off, they're going to see that notification in their messages. Now, depending on what grade level they're at, their messages pop up in different places. And you can see right here that they have this math challenge Right here, this is the one that I had created with the calculator. Students will be able to track how they're doing on that challenge through the reward button. So they'll click on the reward button and then they'll locate the badge for that particular challenge. Now, the badge will be grayed out until they earn that badge, just like all of these other badges are grayed out until they earn those badges as well. If I click on this, they can see the dates for it, who it's from, the challenge itself, and then they can see the number of minutes out of 40 minutes. That is how they are getting close to that challenge. And then if you have further description in there, that will show up as well. They'll be able to track things. There, you as a teacher are going to have that opportunity as well. But with one screen, you can track all of your students at once. So if we click on the challenge right here, I can quickly see the number of minutes out of the total minutes. I can see the date students complete that challenge. And then if they earn a certificate, I will have the ability to print that certificate for them. This is a great way for you to quickly track how students are doing, all from one nice, neat screen, and really get students motivated and excited about using ExactPath.